Hello, this is Eileen, the environmental educator, and it's Friday. So today is not a Friday funny, it's a Friday fun. It's kind of one of these, woo, right there. It's um, it's Friday too, so we can have a little good cheer with this one here. So, the whole world knows Yellowstone, and right here, this is their website, and right here it says in 1872 it became the first national park for all to enjoy the unique hydrothermal and geological features. Within Yellowstone's 2.2 million acres, visitors have unparalleled opportunities to observe wildlife in an intact ecosystem, explore geothermal areas that contain about half the world's active geysers, okay, and view geological wonders like the Grand Canyon and the Yellowstone River. But right here, it has about half the world's active geysers. One of those geysers is called Grand, and it can shoot up to 200 feet high. It is the tallest predictable geyser known on this planet. And Yellowstone also has Steamboat Geyser, which is the world's tallest active geyser. It can have eruptions shooting water more than 300 feet. Now, the thing about Steamboat is it's not predictable. It's very sporadic. Here's its viewing area. You just come down a little boardwalk, and yeah, there's just a little like square here, okay, at the end, because most of the time what you see at Steamboat is just steam coming out of the vent. So this is so unpredictable that it doesn't attract big crowds. Now, Grand is more predictable. Here's Grand going off right here, and it has a little horseshoe seating area. It's pretty big, though. It's out on the boardwalk, and it's like 4 seats deep for. It has a big horseshoe. There's probably at least 15 sections, maybe, of 4 feet deep, 4 rows deep of sitting area, and it can get full, but Grand goes off every 12 hours with a 2 hour window on each side of it. So they'll predict to say for midnight, which means it can go off anywhere from 10 p.m. until 2 a.m., So a lot of people don't hang out there for a long time to watch it. And this right here is the seating area to Old Faithful, because this is a big area, okay? It's a very big area, and it goes halfway around the geyser. And right, they're seating like 4 rows deep, and it just goes around and around, and it gets a big crowd. But Old Faithful, they call it Old Faithful because it goes off like every 92, 93 minutes. So it's very easy to predict. Anybody who's even in Yellowstone for a very short time can see Old Faithful go off, okay? But why today is a Friday fun is because right here, this is in space.com, Saturn's moon, Enceladus, Enceladus, that's how I'm pronouncing it, Enceladus, is blasting a plume of water 6,000 miles high. Okay, so that puts Yellowstone's Grand Geysers, and Grand not just referring to the geyser that's called Grand, but all of them, to shame. They are the most geysers in the world are in Yellowstone, and they are some of the biggest on this planet. Yet right here, out there in Saturn's moon, it is shooting 6,000 miles high. The plume is 20 miles as wide as the tiny icy covered moon. So here's the moon, and here's the plume of water shooting out from it. So it says here that an image from NASA's James Webb Space Telescope shows water vapor plume jetting from the southern pole of Saturn's moon, Enceladus, extending out more than 20 times the size of the moon itself. And I zoomed in that picture so you can really see the water just spurting out from the bottom of this moon here. And of course, from a picture in space, this looks very small, but this goes out 6,000 miles, and its plume, when this water vapor, goes out into the 6,000 miles, it becomes 20 times wider than the moon itself. And further down, it says the geyser of water creates a huge watery cloud in the moon's wake that sits in Saturn's orbit and spreads towards the planet's other moons. Analysis revealed that only 30% of the water that forms the donut-shaped water cloud remains in place. The rest, 70%, spreads over the rest of the Saturn system and beyond. So it goes out past Saturn's atmosphere and beyond out into the solar system. That is how massive. Here is the plume. Here is the little moon right here, and this is the plume of spray of water once it starts spreading out after it shoots out from right here. Yeah, from right there, from the bottom of that little moon. So, so the mere mortals of the tallest geysers on Earth, Grand Geyser and Steamboat Geyser, which can go 300 feet into the air, are absolute just mere mortals to, as of right now, what we know to be the biggest geyser in the solar system, which is out here on Saturn's moon. So, yes, we are just going to say yes. And yeah, I guess, people do that, the hands up there, raise the ceiling. And even Seth Meyers is impressed here. And it's Friday, and it's a Friday fun. So cheers to Saturn's moon and making Yellowstone look relatively insignificant, which is not easy to do. So stay tuned, people.